Hi and welcome to this edition of Out of the Box. My name is Paul. Today we're going to have a look at what is in this blue box. This is the Reolink Duo 2 Wi-Fi. So there are three different models of this. There's the PoE model, there's the Wi-Fi model, and there's the battery Wi-Fi model. So quite a few, but they all look very similar. We've done videos on some of the others, so do head on over to our YouTube channel if you want to see what the others look like as well. Not a big technical overview, please do understand that, but it should show you what's in the box and some basics about the camera as well. So let's go through what you're going to get in the box. You're going to first get your Be Prepared Reolink pamphlet or holder, and inside there you are going to get, let's have a look, you're going to get your little quick start guide. Probably doesn't show up great in the light there. You are going to get a little book about what is called the waterproof lid, which I'll show you in a moment. That's just the secure connector that keeps the RJ45 safe and watertight. You're going to get a little drilling guide there of how to mount the bracket. You're going to get a sticker, which you probably won't put up on your house. And you're going to get what's called a little warm tips, but if you like, it's probably how to make it all work. Now, this is the Wi-Fi model. So it comes with a power pack as well. So let's go through that. So we're here in Australia. So here's our power pack. This is our Australian connector here, and again our input here. With it, you're going to get, I think it's about a 4.5 meter extension cable for that, so it can be quite a way away from the mains power. You are going to get a packet there of lugs and screws to be able to wall mount that, and a hex tool to be able to change or do up some of the bits that I'll show you in a minute for the brackets. You're going to get probably, I would say, probably about a meter long Ethernet cable, and you're going to get what is called the waterproof lid. Well, what is the waterproof lid? The waterproof lid really is, we're going to feed our RJ45 cable that comes to the camera in this end. It's going to come up through a bunch of plugs here. That's going to keep it watertight, and then into the end of the cable that I'll show you in a moment is where you're going to connect it to the camera, and that's going to keep it watertight. What else are you going to get? You are going to get a wall mounting bracket, which I'll show you how that works in a moment. You are going to get the actual mounting bracket for it as well, and because this is the wireless model, you're going to get two wireless paddles there as well to go with it, and then probably the bit you're waiting for is you're going to get the camera. All right, so this is my camera that looks a bit like WALL-E, if you've seen the movie. What do I like about this camera? This has actually two cameras, all right? So one on either side. This gives us about 150 degrees of a view when they're joined together. It's key to remember that this uses two of your channels. So if you're putting this onto a network video recorder, an NVR, then you do need to remember that if you have a number of these, they're going to use up two channels. So when you've bought an 8-channel camera, an 8-channel NVR, then obviously put one of these in, you're only going to have 6 channels left, 6 more cameras. Or if you use them all of this, you'd only be able to run 4 on it. So that is worthwhile bearing in mind. So you can use these together, and it gives you, as a person walks through, you get this really lovely field of view going on. We have got IR sensors across the top, our infrared sensors, and then at the bottom here you can see we've got our white LED. So we're going to get some level of nighttime color vision, if you like, by shining a white light onto our objects. So obviously these do all the things like motion detection for pets and cars and people as well. All right, so plastic construction, show you just the sides. This is where our antennas go, which I'll show you in a moment. And here's the back where the cable comes out. Let's have a quick look at the cable. Like I said, this is a wireless model. So we do still have a Ethernet port there. It won't be powered by PoE, but that's our Ethernet in. And then under this small connector here, I'll probably take that off. All right, that's again where our mains is going to go in. So if we took our waterproof lid, and remember that that's going to fit something like that. So our cable is going to come in from this side where my little finger is, through this and sealed, and then be connected into this, which will give us our watertight join. All right, so like we said, there are two ways of mounting this. All right, so you will see underneath, I'll finish off showing you the underneath. So we have got our mounting hole here, on the underneath for this bracket, which we'll show you in a moment. You've got our audio, two-way audio. And then up by my fingers up here, we've got, this is where our SD card is. So these devices can work using onboard storage, or we can push it off to a network video recorder, which gives us more functions as well. So then on the top, we also have a mounting hole there as well. So we can actually put our bracket, if we like, we can mount this underneath the device or on top of the device. So we can mount this something up like this if we wanted to, and give ourselves some different angles. We can use our hex tool to actually fit this into place. So we can hang our device in whatever angle works for us. Alternatively, we can obviously put this underneath as well, and we can put that again at whatever angle that we want to be able to get. Hopefully that shows you whichever way we want to be able to angle that as well. The bracket itself, you'll see here, does have a hole all the way through the middle. All right, so you can pull up your cable and pass it through there, and that's what's going to get mounted to the wall. Now you do have an option here. Well, obviously we talked about our metal plate. This is going to go into the wall, and then depending on which way we've had this mounted up, whether we're hanging it down or putting it the other way, then that is going to fit in there, as you can see, and then you're just going to screw through this hole into the final fixing place, and that's your bracket firmly mounted. And then obviously we have got our movement on here, or if we're mounting it up this way, we've got our movement to be able to hang the camera from it as well. And then the only thing that we've got left on here is our wireless antenna. Obviously for a wireless camera, we do want to get as much range as possible. Probably going to be sitting, I would think, between 50 and 70 meters. Clear line of sight, no trees really or obstructions like that in the way, or you will have some difficulties. So that is with the wireless paddles put on. Obviously wireless is going to be very much based on the quality of the wireless that you have in your property and how far you're trying to connect that as well. But hopefully that's been useful, a good look through what the Reolink Duo 2 Wi-Fi looks like. Head on over to our YouTube channel. We've got plenty more box openings. We've got how-to guides. What do I need to run? Reolink security cameras, for instance. Plenty more other box openings, like I've said as well. So head on over there, subscribe, and stay up to date.